definitely are in bear country. So I know I need one of these grills, and I can either get this tripod hanging one, which would be pretty cool, this cast iron one, or this like heavy duty one. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Look at that. Now that is a steak. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think that I have room for this in my fridge, but we're gonna see if we can make it fit. You can see if it fits in right there. Oh, perfect. So it does fit. All right, so I've been living in my van for a while now, and I just realized that I haven't done a proper van life camping trip in the woods with a campfire. So I figured today I'm gonna do one, and apparently I like watching my bank account suffer because I decided to cook a $30 tomahawk steak. But before we can head over to the campsite, I gotta go find somewhere where we can pick up some firewood because Walmart didn't have any. And I'm just gonna hope that this Safeway right next door has some. Firewood secured. All right, so the spot that we're camping at tonight is 36 minutes away in the Mount Baker National Forest, just off of a river. And it says online that there should be a fire pit, and it's a relatively easy spot to get to. So that's where we're gonna be heading to camp and cook our tomahawk steak. So this is actually gonna be my first time cooking a steak over a campfire, and definitely my first time cooking a tomahawk steak. So I'm really hoping I don't butcher it. I got a meat thermometer just in case, but it is a really thick piece of meat, so I'm not too confident I'm going to be able to cook it as perfectly as I want to. Ideally, it'll be medium rare, but I guess we'll see. Nothing really goes to plan. Oh, this road is horrible. So many potholes. Yeah, this doesn't look sketchy at all. Oh God, didn't see that one. All right, so I drove all the way to the end of the road. I passed all the campsites. There was only one that was an actual drive-in site. The rest of them are kind of like this one right here, where you kind of pull in and then you have to walk down to the campsite to the fire pit. And there's also a pit toilet right here too. But at the beginning of this road, there was a campsite that you could just drive into that was right next to the fire pit. So we're gonna go take that one. All right, so this is it right here. This is where we're gonna be camping tonight. So it's not the prettiest of campsites. I mean, it's kind of pretty scenery, but it's kind of just right on the side of the road here. And then there's this little fire pit. So this is where we're going to cook dinner tonight. Okay, so first things first, let's get camp set up. All right, so now that we got camp set up, it's time to get that fire going. All right, Now I just gotta get this burning nice and hot, get a few logs on there, and then we'll start prepping that steak. Set that right there. I'm gonna try to keep most of the open flame on this side and then just keep coals over on this side. Cook the steak over here and then sear it over here and give it a nice crust. Or at least that's the plan. I don't know if that's actually gonna work. All right, I think the fire is almost ready to get cooking. I'm gonna cut off a few more smaller pieces from this wood because I've been looking for a reason to use this machete because I've had it for a while and I haven't been able to use it, so we're gonna use it today. That's pretty good. We got open flame over there. We got some coals over there heating up this side. Let's get that steak seasoned. So I'm just gonna generously season this thing pretty much on all sides. And I think we're in bear country. Oh, well, we definitely are in bear country. I really hope that we don't see any bears tonight because that would definitely suck. But I've got bear spray and I've got a van to run too, so I'm not too worried. I'm actually gonna trim some of this fat off. There's quite a lot around the outside out here. There we go. Get a little bit of oil and really rub this in. There we go. That looks good to me. That's one thick piece of meat. All right, well, let's get it on the grill. Ow. All right, so while we got tomahawk steak cooking, I'm gonna start prepping those potatoes and getting those ready to go in the pan. So we're keeping it simple with the potatoes. I'm just going to cut them up, season them, throw some oil in the pan and get them cooking. Some oil, garlic salt, and then just a little bit of the steak seasoning as well. Let's get that cooking. Wait for that to heat up. I think it's time to give this tomahawk steak a good flip. Looks like it might be cooking up pretty nicely. All right, so I guess that side of the grill is a little bit hotter than I thought. So I'm gonna stick the thermometer in there and then we will just kind of wait for that to cook all the way through. Potatoes are looking good too. Father help! Everything's cooking up nicely. It looks pretty good. I think I got a crust on that steak a little bit too early, but we're going for cooked, not for perfection. We're gonna take what we can get with that and then enjoy these potatoes because I know those are gonna be delicious. We're still a ways away from cooked temperature, so I'm just gonna kind of sit here and watch this, let it cook. I do think that these potatoes are done, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull those off and then just cook the rest of them, get those cooking since this is gonna take so much longer. And back on the fire they go. I'm trying to keep as much of this coal under the tomahawk without having as much open flame, but it's so hard. I don't really know what the correct practice is here, but it's definitely not what I'm doing. I don't really care. It's probably still gonna taste good either way. All right, so I think I finally got it set up to where I have the coals burning on this side, so it's not getting direct flame on the steak anymore, and then I got direct flame on the potatoes. So this should be cooking at a lot lower of a temperature now, so hopefully I won't get it too burnt on the other side. And then these potatoes should be done pretty soon too. But now I just gotta wait for the steak to fully cook. Oh my God. Don't choke bubblies. I almost just died. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. She's almost cooked all the way through. Maybe like another 4 or 5 minutes and we should be done. I think that is good enough for me. I'm gonna get that over an open flame and let it finish off. Take these potatoes off. Just set those over there for now. I'm gonna bring this over here and kind of just let it cook over the open flame. Sear up these edges just a little bit. Let's take this bad boy off. Get some butter on it, and then we'll get this wrapped and let it rest for like 5 minutes, and then we're eating. All right, let's open this thing up and see what we're working with. Oh. That is a beautiful steak. Look at that in all of its glory. That is magnificent. left the door open for too long. And yes, I'm cutting this on my glass cooktop. I don't care. Definitely more on the well done side, but man, so juicy. I overcooked it, which I'm not too upset about, honestly. It's not the worst, not the best, but oh my god, I actually can't get over how good this steak is. I was starting to think about halfway through cooking this thing that this just was not worth it because it was such a pain. It was taking forever to film everything. But wow, this is so worth it, and I will 100% be doing this again. I can almost picture myself like walking around the Renaissance Festival, one of these things. Like, if any of you guys are from Maryland, you've been to the Renaissance Festival. They've got those like giant turkey legs you can buy, and you just walk around the park eating them. That's what this feels like. Well, I didn't think I was gonna eat this whole thing, but turns out I am. I am absolutely stuffed. That was delicious, but I think now I need a shower because I smell like smoke. I was sweating that entire time and I feel disgusting, and I do not want to go to bed like that. So I have decided that I don't want to take a full shower. What I'm gonna do is just use two of these rinse-free bath sponges and just take a kind of wipe down bath, so I don't feel like getting the shower set up, and I don't feel like taking an outdoor shower. And these things make me feel relatively clean after I use them. Get them a little bit wet, they get really sudsy. I just kind of take one of my towels and wipe off any excess. And we'll call that a shower. All right, now that we're all clean, I got changed up. I put some comfy pants on, AKA my mom's old Tommy Bahamas that she gave to me because she never wore them anymore, and I wear them to bed sometimes because they're comfortable. I also put out the fire, and I think now I'm gonna go to bed because it's like 10 o'clock, so I'm getting pretty tired. So I will catch you guys in the morning. Good morning. We slept so good last night. It was such a perfect temperature for sleeping. It was like, I think it was like 55 to 60 all night long. It was magical. All right, I think it's time that I clean all of this up and get out of here, so I will catch you guys next time.